Hello, namaste and fist pump. Welcome to this video. Angus here. Today we've got Lumen and Berberine. This Berberine is from Thorn, 200 milligrams. Berberine is something I've wanted to play about with for a while, so I want to test different blood sugar type things with Lumen to see if there was any results. I saw there was a channel that did Berberine with continuous blood glucose monitor, and they didn't really get an effect. But I, however, with Lumen got a massive noticeable effect with Berberine. So what I'll do is I'll insert the video here of just a screen record of my phone showing the different Berberine effects or the effects it had on my Lumen score, and then I'll get back here and kind of break down what is happening. Okay guys, quick screen grab of my Lumen score. So you can see this is pretty much all of summer where I've been doing a slight kind of calorie deficit, not sticking to the carb portions at all, just doing whatever I want. And you can see the numbers here are fours. There's a couple of twos, a couple of ones in there, but mostly fours and threes in that kind of area. And then as I scroll down here, you can see on the August 9th, which is on the right-hand side, August 9th to 15th, you can see that I've started to get, if I click on here, the Saturday, Sunday is a 1 and a 2. And I implemented Berberine here. And then we can see this one here. This week, the only night or only day I forgot to take Berberine was Wednesday. So Thursday morning, I woke up with 4, which was just mind-blowing because that's like a solid week of 1s and 2s apart from that Thursday. Then we have the next week. This week here, Monday got 1, which is a split day. So then a 2, 1. On the Wednesday on this week, I did ergathon, which is 10K ski, 10K row, and 20K cycle. So 2 hours of pretty intense work. So next day I woke up as a 3, not too bothered about that. The Friday I was in big city and we had loads and loads of food, so I was not expecting to get a low number on Saturday despite having Berberine, way over calories. And same on Sunday. And then this is the current week that I'm on just now. And the only sort of day was high, which is Saturday, because on Friday we went to cinema to see Shang-Chi and had some popcorn, and we came home and had a takeaway quite late and also had some alcohol on Friday night, so woke up on this Saturday. But if I also click on this Saturday, did a couple of retakes of my breath, and then kind of by mid-afternoon I was dropping down to 1 again. So this is my sort of experiment with Berberine. It is profoundly different on these, so I shall continue to take it to see what happens with it, but really striking how easy it is to wake up in the morning with a 1 or 2 in Lumen on most days, as long as I don't go completely crazy with my diet. So back again. So Berberine, in that video, kind of just in that little clip, I kind of went through some of the effects I had in Berberine. So Berberine has had a massive effect on the number that I'm producing on Lumen. So now I'm exhaling more fat than carbohydrates with no change to my diet. Actually, probably a rubbish change to my diet. And I also did the week 1 or the full week. So I kind of got it early. So the full week of exercise did 30,000 meters on Concept 2 machines. Bike meters count as half. And I also did 3 runs, which was new for me. So that was quite a lot of exercise or quite a lot of cardio that week. So I wondered if that had an effect. But then the following week I had 40,000 meters to do, which I did all on the same day on the Wednesday, which was the ergathon. And then that weekend we went to Aberdeen, and so that was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday ate a little bit more than usual. Saturday ate way more, like 4,000 calories, 400 something grams of carbs. Blew a 3 the next day, which was really quite interesting. Also went to the gym that night, so I wonder if that helped lower the number. Then the next day, Sunday, was normal. On the Monday I weighed myself and I was 2.5 kilos heavier, which I expected to be heavier. So that was on the Monday, 2.5 kilos heavier. By the Tuesday I was 2 kilos down, and by the Wednesday I was another 6 kilos, not another 6 kilos, 0.6 down. So all the weight I put over the weekend, I was lighter by the Wednesday. Crazy. So my kind of anecdotal things is I've had a couple of dizzy spells, which is one of the side effects, or one of the rare side effects of berberine, is that you can get a kind of dizzy spell where your blood sugar just lowers too much and you're just like zonking out. So I wonder if that will change when I'm doing a little bit less cardio this week. This week will be just a normal week. My weight has kind of stayed the same, but I have eaten completely crazy. So again, take that as you will. In the studies, there was a study where they measured BMI and waist. The BMI went down, which is great, but the waist went down, which is more of an indicator of fat loss. And in the 12-week thing, with no real intervention, they lost 5 pounds without even trying. So berberine has a big effect. So where is all these effects coming from? So first of all, this improves acetylcholine. There's a really complicated pathway on how it does it, but acetylcholine is your kind of broad thinking, and it's also like an upper neurotransmitter in the brain that makes you kind of think positively and acting out. It has a reduced effect on addiction. They did a trial on mice that were addicted to morphine. Yes, that's what we do to mice. We get them addicted to morphine and give them berberine to see if it will help them. And it lowered their addiction to morphine, because it has this weird kind of dopamine effect on the brain, on dopamine and acetylcholine, so you don't get quite as dopamine triggered. So I wonder if that would have the same effect if you have a kind of food addiction. So it drives addiction down, acetylcholine up. It can also drive up testosterone. What the hell can this thing not do? It's comparable to metformin, and it's the AMPK pathway, which is the same pathway that metformin uses. And so berberine, it stops cholesterol and triglycerides being synthesized in the liver. Crazy. And blood sugar. It also makes fat, or increases the sugar uptake in fat cells. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know fat cells uptook any glucose or sugar at all, which is crazy. It also stimulates muscle to take up glucose, but this is the important thing. It stimulates muscles to take up glucose whether you're insulin sensitive or not, because it doesn't need the insulin sensitivity. It kind of works like insulin itself, where it grabs that sugar and shoves it into your muscles, so you can see possible performance input, but also a lowering of blood sugar, which is crazy. It's got potential in lengthening your life. Injected straight into the brain of mice, which is another thing that we do. I don't do this, by the way. It increases noradrenaline, which is also a kind of potent fat burner potentially, as you get that adrenaline spike. So maybe you get a little adrenaline spike. Increases dopamine, increases serotonin, improves memory, reduces depression, possible Alzheimer's reduction, improves your heart by actually making your heart cell walls different and better. Already covered the BMI and waist going down, which is great. It may stop the enzymes like lactase and maltase, I think, that actually break down sugar in your body. Might stop them from being as effective, so any carbohydrates you eat just pass straight through, and you don't get as much. So say you eat 100 grams of carbohydrates, maybe 25%, just made that number up, but maybe 25% of that doesn't even get digested properly, so you just poop it straight out. Pro-erectile benefits as well. So I'm a bit hesitant. So I've written no babies. So if you're pregnant, this isn't good for you. If you're on certain medications, I would check your doctors. Personally, I find this to have a really powerful effect, and I'll see what happens. This is the brand I'll use. I'll log it below. It's 200 milligrams. So the dosages they've used in studies is 300 milligrams 3 times a day, or 500 milligrams 3 times a day. I think in higher doses, I don't think you get any particular more benefits. I've been taking this one twice a day, and sometimes I've been taking a double tablet at night just to experiment with things. But normally I just take in one with lunch and one with dinner, and it's been really effective in the Lumen numbers, or what I'm blowing out on the Lumen. Really interesting stuff. That's my Lumen thing and my Thorn thing. So these two guys are best friends just now. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe. And if you want more kind of supplement breakdowns, because I don't actually take that many supplements, and I don't use that many supplements, and I don't recommend that many supplements, and I recommend this, but I really recommend that you see if this is right for you. I think this is quite a powerful supplement, more of a medicine than a supplement, and sounds like a bit of a cure-all as well. pretty potent, amazing stuff. Let me know what you think. Have you used Berberine? Yes, no, anything else you should do it with. Also wrote down milk thistle. Apparently if you take this from milk thistle, it increases its effects. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.